I think that there's some value in seeing how nervous everybody is, meaning the producer, the director, client, agency, everybody gets nervous. Because if it doesn't go well, then they're not going to work again. You know, there's just so many careers that ride on one thing, even the client. So everybody's working for the client, which is Michelob. It's a beer commercial, Michelob, huge budget. But there's somebody from the client that's working for somebody, like the CEO, right? So if he comes back with a product that's not what the CEO had in mind, then he's fired. And then the agency's fired, then the director's fired, then the producer's fired, then I'm fired, and then everybody's fired, right? So it goes right down the line. So that's why everybody's really nervous about it. So one of the things that we're doing, you guys, is you guys know ASMR, right? Where they whisper into the microphone, they scratch the microphone, and they crinkle like little things. So the concept is they want to do an ASMR commercial. ASMR is usually done indoors, where it's quiet and there's no wind. So they want to shoot this in an outdoor environment and get these great sounds, the same kind of quality sounds. Well, it's my job to very carefully explain to them that, well, this is what the expectations should be, because ASMR is usually indoors. The ambience is going to be quite high. Just one bird, the ocean crashing, things that you don't even notice will show up because everything's got to be pushed so high to get that sound. One gust of wind will ruin it for us. So you have to very carefully kind of set expectations so that they don't come back to the production company and the director and the producer and said, you promised this and did not deliver. We're not fucking paying you the $600,000 that we agreed to because you didn't deliver. And then they'll say, yes, but we told you this is how it was going to be, and this is the challenges, and there's, it's just physics with the microphones, and we can't control the environment. And they're like, we don't care. So then they lose that, but they could also lose all the future business as well. So you can see they could get blamed for pitching something that's impossible to actually deliver. So we don't know until I get there, and I don't know until I get there. So now you can see the pressures there. So then they're talking about the kind of microphones, and they were going to put her build a glass plexi box that she was going to be in. And they're like, maybe that'll work. It'll cut out the ambient sound and it might look great on camera. And I was like, that's going to sound bad because it's all hard edges. And I can't see how that would work on camera, but that's not my department. So then they're like, okay, no box. So now we're just with the microphones and we're talking about the time of day. I suggested we want to shoot in the morning before there's wind. Hopefully there's no wind. Then we have our best chances. And I also suggested that we also cover everything wild, perhaps in a hotel room later, so that we cover our ass. CYA is what we call it, CYA. That's what you might want to remember. Write that down. CYA, cover your ass. Everybody knows what that means. So then they could replace what they shot live, and then I would record some ambience so they'd have that and they'd overlay it on top. So then on Saturday, I get an email. We're going to create these sound baffles out of plexiglass, the shapes of clouds, and then they say that'll help cut the wind. It's for sound baffling. They said, so which design do you like better? This one or this one? And I look at them, and they're like this illustration. And I said, I don't know if that's going to work at all, you guys, because putting up hard surfaces that has gaps between them could cause wind channels and make it way worse. So it doesn't matter the design. Wind will come through, and it's a hard surface anyway. If we really wanted to cut the wind, we'd need to have like big sound blankets or a big black frames that could cut the wind. But we don't even know if there's going to be wind. Hopefully we just shoot in the morning where there's no wind. Hopefully. So I said, so you guys should make your decisions based on the look that you want, because that's really what they're like. We can kill two birds with one stone. We can have these amazing plexiglass things that looks like we've got this pristine environment for ASMR with Michelob, and it'll get people's attention even more, and it'll cut the wind. And I said, I don't know if that'll cut the wind. So, I don't think it will. But yeah, so I told them that. And then, so I send the email, don't hear anything back. And then, you know, when you don't hear anything back, which is typically the case, by the way, you guys, get used to that too. You think, was I shooting down somebody's idea? Did I say it maybe in too direct of a way or something? So then I sent an email later on and I said, like the next day, I said, give me a call if you want to discuss this further. I don't want to shoot anybody's idea down, but if you want me to explain more about how this could work or not work, please just give me a call. So they are looking for certainty from me. They're looking for certain kinds of language, certain ways of explaining things. This is why I get hired. This is why I get hired. So did you enjoy that? If so, go to breakinprofessionally.com and just sign up. It's free and you will learn a ton. Okay, have a great day, guys. Bye.